Student, we are going to start the power of accommodation, and which is the part of the human eye from your light chapter. Okay, so let's start the power of accommodation. So what is power of accommodation? We already discussed about how ciliary muscles work. Ciliary muscles are responsible for the power of accommodation of the human eye lens. Okay, so it is the ability of the eye lens to adjust its focal length. Okay, it is the ability of the eye lens to adjust its focal length. Okay, that ability is called as power of accommodation. Okay, that ability of called as power of accommodation, and it like takes place with the help of ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles are responsible for the power of accommodation of the eye lens. Okay, everyone?
Sir,
Okay,
what is the
understood?
meaning of focal length?
Focal length. Okay, wait a second. Suppose here we have the lens. Okay, and this is the principal axis beta. This is principal axis. And when light ray incident on it, okay, after refraction, they passes to the same point from here. Okay, so this point where these two lines are meeting on the principal axis is called as beta focus. This is the center of the lens is called as optical center O. So the distance from optical center, okay, the distance from optical center to the focus is called as focal length. Focal length. Okay. The distance from optical center to the focus is called as focal length.
Sir,
Understood
focal
now?
length is found when two light rays.
See, suppose you are having that convex lens with you. Suppose, okay, this is the convex lens, okay, and the imaginary line which is passes through the center of the lens is called as principal axis. Okay, this is the principal axis. It is called as principal axis. Okay, and when light rays incident on the lens parallel to principal axis, okay, these are the light ray, they are incident on the lens parallel to principal axis. After refraction, okay, they passes through the say they meet is on the same point, they meets on the same point on principal axis. That point is called a bit of focal focus or principal focus. Okay, it is called as focus. Okay, and the center of the lens is called as optical center. Optical center. Okay, so the distance from optical center to the focus. So I'm writing here the distance from, I'm writing here the distance from optical center, optical center to the focus is called as focal length. Focal length. Okay, understood?
Yes, sir, got it.
Okay, so sometime suppose when object, suppose we have the human eye over here. Okay, here we have the human eye, and suppose any object is kept over here. Okay, so that time the light rays incident on the mirror and when they are going to focus on the retina, that ciliary muscles, here we have the ciliary muscles. Suppose this is the lens of eye, and here we have the ciliary muscles. So these ciliary muscles contract and relax that lens in order to focus, means that line, okay, that imaginary light ray have to be meet on the retina only. Suppose here we have the retina, so they have to form image on a retina only. Okay, so that's why sometime the lens becomes very thin and sometime becomes very thick. Okay, it depends on the object and light rays coming from that object. Okay, suppose we have object over here or over here in front of the eye. So distance from the eye to that object is different. Is it or not? So in order to form their clear image, light rays have to be focused on the retina only. That's why in order to adjust the focal length, okay, ciliary muscle sometime, I think somebody is in waiting room. Yes. Rishit. Okay. Okay. They used to focus on the retina only. They have to focus on retina in order to form the clear image. That's why focal length of that lens sometimes increases or sometimes decreases. This capacity is called as power of accommodation. Okay. Understood, beta?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So see here, we have ciliary muscles when relaxed. See what happens when ciliary muscles relax. Eye lens becomes thin. Okay. The eye lens becomes very thin like this. Okay. Increases the focal length. When eye lens becomes thin, focal length increases. Focal length increases. And enable us to see the distance object clearly, and the distance object can be seen clearly. Okay. Now, second condition, when ciliary muscles contract. Okay, when ciliary muscles contract, eye lens becomes thick like this. It becomes like this, very thick from the center. Okay, and due to which the focal length decreases. Decrease in focal length. Okay, so focal length decreases, and it enables us to see the nearby object, and we can see the nearby object clearly. Okay, so in order to see the clear image of the object, they are near to us or they are very far away from us, the ciliary muscles adjust the focal length of the eye lens. Okay, this is called as power of accommodation. Understood, beta? Everyone?
Sir, so like depending upon the distance of the object, the focal length will increase or decrease.
Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so we just discussed about the 25 centimeter is the shortest distance by which our eye can see the clear image of any object. Okay, the minimum distance is 25 centimeter and the highest distance is longest distance is the infinite. Okay, now we are going to discuss about the rod and cones. Okay, we will discuss about the rod and cones now. Okay, so rod and cones, there are two types of the photoreceptors. Photoreceptors means they use to receive the light and forms color in the human retina, and which is the part of the eye. So rod and cones are the photosensitive cells which receives the light and forms the colored image of the object. So rods are responsible for the vision at low light level. Low means the dim light, very light,
Sir,
not
it
bright one.
activates when we off the light, no, sir.
Huh, beta?
Sir, rod cell takes time to activate when we off light, no, sir. It takes a
Yes,
certain time,
yes.
1 or 2 minutes.
Yes, not 1 to 2 minutes, second, fraction of second.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So rods are responsible for the vision at a low light level. Okay. When light is present very dim, that time rod cells are responsible to form the colored image of the object. Okay. And it is called as scotopic vision. It is called as scotopic vision. Cones are active at higher light, means when there is a bright light, then cone cells are responsible. Okay, and they are capable of the color vision and are responsible for the high spatial acuity, means like they will form the colored image of any object when light coming a very bright. Okay, that time cone cells are responsible for that. Okay, thus do remember, rod-shaped cells are responsible for the formation of image when light is very dim light, and cone cells are for sensitive for the bright light.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir.
Huh?
Sir, what is the function of blind spot, sir?
See, blank spot. Okay, see here we have the blank spot. See, here we have all the nerve cells, right? Here we have all the nerve cells everywhere in retina. Okay,
Yeah, sir.
so at retina, all the cells, they are meeting at that particular point. Okay, and from here the optical nerve is emerging towards the brain. Okay, so it is the center point of the retina where image is not formed because no nerve cells are present here. It is the just junction of all the nerve cells combining there. Okay, that point is called as blind spot, and from here the optical nerve is emerging and traveling toward the brain. Okay.
Okay,
So
sir.
like, sir, I have a doubt. So like,
Huh?
it's like impossible to see like the object with infinite distance, right? So how can
No,
we see?
no, beta. See, an object if present at infinite distance, they have to be a very large. Okay, if small object you can't see because not that much of light is coming towards your eye. So their image is not going to form. But whatever the object we have at infinite distance, suppose you are going to move, you are visiting like Dubai. Okay, so in Dubai Burj Khalifa, you can observe from very long distance because it is very tall, and light rays when incident on the Burj Khalifa and when they are reflecting towards you, okay, like sufficient light will comes to your eyes in order to form the image of that Burj Khalifa building. Is it? So you
Yes,
can
sir.
observe
Even
from the very long distance, like when planes are traveling like above the in our area. Okay, so you can, they are very further away from us, but still you can watch them clearly. Is it or not?
yes, sir. Even
Yeah.
moon.
Yes. So they are very like far away from us at infinite distance, but you can observe them clearly. Okay. So for the furthest distance for the formation of clear image on our eye is the infinity. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, Rishit, understood?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So again, I want everyone had to take a screenshot for that. So student, now we are going to discuss about the defects of vision and their correction also. Okay. So let's discuss first the defect. The first defect of the eye is called as cataract. Okay. We used to call it Motia Bind also. It is the cataract. Okay. Is it or not? And most of the time government hospitals, they are providing campaign to those people, they are suffering from the cataract, and government is providing free treatment, free operation for them. Is it? Everyone do reply, beta.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. So let's discuss first cataract. The image cannot be seen distinctly. Distinctly means clearly. Huh? Distinctly means clearly because eye lens becomes milky and cloudy. Okay. So due to which very less amount of light enters in our eye in order to form the clear image. This condition is known as beta cataract. This condition is known as cataract. There is like web-like structure are formed over the corneal part. It can causes the complete or partial loss of vision. If properly and on time it is not been treated, then the person or patient can lose the complete vision also. Okay. This can be corrected by surgical removal of the extra growth, like it is called as cataract surgery. Okay. So whatever the extracellular growth takes place on the eye, that can be removed with the help of cataract surgery. so that cloudy and milky part of the eye must be removed in order to form the clear image again. Okay, so it can be corrected by the cataract surgery by the removal of extra milky and cloudy growth of the eye. Okay, okay everyone, do reply beta, I am waiting for your response.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
now we are going to discuss about myopia. Okay, myopia is the nearsightedness. Nearsightedness means you can observe the nearby object clearly, but you are unable to observe the distance object clearly. Such defect is called as myopia or nearsightedness. Okay, so in this defect, a person can see nearby object clearly. Okay, you will be able to see the nearby object clearly, but cannot see the distance object distinctly. Okay, this defect of the eye is called as myopia. Okay, what are the reason for myopia? See, normal eye is focusing the image on the retina. Okay, it is for the normal eye. Okay, image formed at retina for the normal eye. But what happens generally when myopia causes to the human eye? That light rays focus before the retina over here. See, if it will focus at here, that means image will form clear. But the light rays are focusing before the retina. Before going to reach on the retina, they are going to form image in front of the retina. We can say that also. Why we are unable to see nearby object? Because image are formed in front of the retina. Okay, not on the retina. That's why. See, here we have the possible reasons. Okay, first, the excessive curvature of the eye lens means eye lens become thick and decreases the focal length due to the defect on eye or due to the deficiency of ciliary muscles capacity to like contract and relax properly in order to focus the image on the retina. Okay, so what is the possibility? The eye lens have become thick, due to which focal length of the lens decreases. That's why image is just formed just up in front of the retina. And third one, there is elongation of the eyeball. That means the distance from lens to the retina is increases. These are the two possible reasons by which myopia can be caused to the person. Okay, how it can be corrected? If suppose I am placing concave lens over here, concave lens. So concave, what is the function of concave lens? It used to diverge the light. So diverge, if diversion of light takes place, so light will reach over here, and then from here light rays will focus at the retina, and then clear image will form here. Okay, so by using suitable concave lens, see, we are using concave lens, okay, in order to correct the myopia. Okay, sometimes
Lens, right? Concave lens will diverge, they can't converge, right?
yes. So see, over here, just do object, do observe here. I'm just drawing one image. Suppose this is the eye lens, beta. This is the eye lens, and it is the retina. So it focal length has decreases in this defect. So light rays will incident on the lens parallel to principal axis. Suppose this is the principal axis, and image is forming over here. Okay, it is for the normal eye. Suppose if we have kept the concave lens over here, okay, and it is going to diverge this light. So light rays before going to fall on the lens, light rays will reach over here due to the diversion over here. Is it or not? So now light rays by, see, first it is the lens, it diverges the light. So light rays will reach over here, and then eye lens will going to converge them at retina like this over here. Then image is going to form over here. So we are using that concave lens in order to diverge the light. Whatever the light rays coming from like object towards the eye, they have to be diverged first, and then eye lens is going to converge them at focus, at retina. Okay.
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yeah. So we can correct the myopia by using suitable power of the concave lens. Okay. See over here. It is shown here. This is the concave lens of the eye. Oh, not eye. Well, like we are using spectacle, or sometimes we are using lenses. Okay. So see, light rays supposed to reach over here, but due to use of that lens, light rays is slightly diverged. Okay, and then converge on the by the eye lens on retina. Then image is forming over retina in order to form the clear image. Okay, so this is all about the myopia. Okay, everyone.
Sir, like this is it. This.
No, we have hypermetropia also. So I want everyone again take a screenshot for that. Wait a second. Yeah. So here we had two defects. One is called cataract and other is called myopia. Just take a screenshot.
Look, sir.
Everyone done? Now, third defect is called as hypermetropia. Okay, hypermetropia is just opposite of the myopia. Okay, it is called as farsightedness. Farsightedness means what? Our eye is able to see the distance object clearly. See, a person cannot see nearby object but can see the distance object distinctly, means clearly. This defect is called as beta hypermetropia. Okay, and what is the reason for that? Probably there is two conditions. One, increase in focal length of the eye lens. That means the lens has become very thin. Okay, then that lens will converge light very less amount and will form image behind the retina like this. Okay, this is the first condition. First probability. What is second condition? Eyeball has become too small. Eyeball has become too small means what? The distance from lens to the retina has increases.
So like this happens to old people, sir.
No, those they are suffering by the hypermetropia. Then I am suffering for
Because people can they put specs like when they're reading a newspaper, but they see distant.
yes. It is generally most of the time it is causing to the aging population as well as those students. They are, yeah, most of the students also they are suffering from the hypermetropia. Okay.
Sir, for this we need a convex lens.
Yes, we will use convex lens. If we will use convex lens over here, then light rays will first converge by this lens over here. And then again that lens going to converge on the retina like this. Then image will form over here. Okay.
So, sir, like double convex lens.
Yes. So I want first you have to take a screenshot for hypermetropia, and now we will discuss the correction, how it can be corrected. So take screenshot here for hypermetropia. These are the two possible reasons. Just don't forget. Two possible reasons for hypermetropia. Okay, have you taken screenshot, everyone? Okay, now we will discuss how it is being corrected. So it can be corrected by using suitable convex lens. Okay, see over here. See this here we have the nearby object. First light ray will incident on that convex lens, and it is slightly get converged by it, and then finally our eye lens will converge those light rays at the retina, and then clear image will form. Okay. Now we have one more defect of the eye, but first you have to take a screenshot for that. Okay, so now we are going to discuss about the fourth eye disease called presbyopia. Okay, see, presbyopia generally causes to the old people. For aging population, it is mostly common. Okay, so in this defect, the power of accommodation of the eyeball or eye lens decreases. Okay, power of accommodation of the eye decreases generally. Okay, because the ciliary muscles is not functioning properly. Okay, so in this defect, person cannot see nearby object as well as distance object clearly. Okay, this defect is called a bit of presbyopia. Means by in this defect, person may suffer from the both myopia as well as hypermetropia. Means person is unable to see the nearby object as well as distance object clearly. Okay, what are the reason for that? See, first reason, the gradual weakening of the ciliary muscles. Ciliary muscles functioning decreases, okay, and decreasing the flexibility of the eye lens, and eye lens flexibility decreases. That's why it is unable to focus properly on retina. These are the two possible reasons for that. Now, how it can be corrected? So by using bifocal lens. So those lens you probably have seen that Mahatma Gandhi's spectacle like this. Okay, they are having two lens like this. Is it or not? Okay, so this lens is used to observe the nearby object, and that lens is used to observe the distance object clearly. Okay, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So here two types of lens we are using. That's why it is called as bifocal length. Which
Sir, the
appropriate
down
power
part- Sir, the down part is for
is
near
convex? Yes, for
upper part is for hyper.
concave. Yeah. No, 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 no.
Upper
Upper part is for myopia and lower part is for
hypermetropia.
hypermetropia. Yes.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. So bifocal lens consists of the both concave as well as concave lens. Upper position consists of the concave lens and lower portion consists of the convex lens.
Sir, sir, I need to go. I need to attend the coding class. So can I go?
Okay, okay, okay.
Bye, sir.
Okay, so here we have completed the human eye as well as the defects of human eye. Okay, everyone?
So, like, can we have a quiz before we go?